Hey guys, welcome to New by Design. Today I'm going to be doing another video on Advanced Warfare, and this one I'm going to be doing a gameplay of the ARX-160 Steel Bite Edition. I just wanted to show you guys the power of it. I'm certainly not the best Call of Duty player in the world. I'm actually not really that good. For this gameplay here, I'm going to be using the Silencer and the Parabolic mic, and that is it. I'm actually going to start this match off somehow with a 12 kill streak. It's no deaths until I get the 12 kills, and I kind of get lucky. Like you can see here, basically everybody almost lined themselves up for me here, and it kind of worked out really nice for me. Big thing I like with this gun is that I'm actually able to control my rate of fire with it. I never really seem to run out of ammo with this gun, and just in case I also put scavenger perk on, just in case. In this match here, you can see it's going to take me a little bit of time to finish this match. It is a fairly long match. I end up going 30 and I want to say 13. I think it's 30 and 13 that I end up going in this match, which is really good for me. Not that good for most of you good Call of Duty players there, but anyways, we'll keep on going here. You can see that this gun right here has fantastic front sights. It has fantastic sights. You don't really have to do anything with it. And like I said, all I'm doing is using the suppressor and the parabolic mic to detect everybody else. I'm going back and forth between my mini-map here. And you know what? I may as well turn this into a bit of a guide for Call of Duty newbies or people that usually score less or negative. Less than even or negative, because that's generally what I seem to score, is usually somewhere around positive or just a little bit better than that. Some things that I found that helped me with going more positive than I was in past is basically just lifting my gun up as I go around a corner. I noticed, like you can see here, I'm picking my gun up. I'm not sprinting around corners. That was one of the things I used to do all the time, was sprint around corners, and I found I would die so much going around corners. So I talked to some of my buddies about how to get a little bit better, and they basically said make sure you have your gun up or at least not sprinting going around corners. You can see in this situation right here, I have a couple guys that end up actually taking quite long to aim. You can see that guy there actually just spawned, and I happened to pretty much spawn kill him the second he started moving. I just happened to be in the perfect location. But anyways, guys, also I want to add that another fantastic thing for you guys that are struggling on going positive is the exo ping. It's a really underrated, really underrated exo ability. I love it. I find it's definitely one of those abilities that helps me out a ton. You're going to see me use it pretty much all the time here. I generally try to wait to use it until I am in an area where I think that there's going to be somebody else. To figure that out, I usually look up at the top left to the mini-map there, and I figure out where there's a lot of R bodies. If there's a lot of R bodies somewhere, there's high chance that there's not a lot of the enemy bodies there. That's basically just, again, these are tips that were passed on to me over time, and I found them super useful. You can see I'm still kind of struggling a little bit here with my SCUF controller that I just got, and kind of causing me a little bit of an issue here. Again, you can also see here that I kind of run into some luck here. This guy ended up flinching as I started shooting him. Otherwise, I would have been dead because he didn't have the hop on me. I got the first couple shots on him, but the majority of my shots there missed. Again, we're going to continue on with this gameplay here. You're going to see I still haven't actually died yet, which is kind of lucky. I ended up getting on site really quick, and this guy looks like he's AFK or delayed with his spawn. Right here, I tried to use my SCUF to lay down to continue my streak, and turns out I ended up hitting the wrong button and stabbing, or I actually stabbed and hit the down button as well, so I didn't end up crouching. I ended up stabbing and half crouching, which is what ended up killing me there. And again, I just want to point out with this gun, like, look how far I'm taking some of these shots and still succeeding. 3 shots, and for the majority, they're dead. Again, I just want to also comment about the fact that you can see that pretty much every time I go around a corner, almost every time anyways, you can see that my gun sight is up, and that's again something that's going to help me. You can see that time I didn't go around the corner with my gun sight up, or at least I didn't turn with my gun sight up, and that's what ended up costing me, because by the time I got onto target there, I ended up dying. Again, there's another thing I look for, and that is direction of the gunfire. You could see I could definitely tell that the gunfire was coming from in there. So as soon as I went around the corner, I'm not running around the corner. I'm going up with my gun sight, my sight up, slowly walking around the corner. And that's again because if your gun sight is up, chances are that you are better off than most people here, because most people seem to run a lot in Call of Duty. I run a lot in Call of Duty. I run a ton in Call of Duty, and it's because I get impatient, or what ends up happening, or what used to happen before I started kind of settling myself down, was that I would just be like, oh, I know that guy's there because he just killed me from there, and I would run back. That is probably the worst thing that you can do in Call of Duty, is know somebody is there and then run back. You can see I got shot from this side here, so my gun sight is up, and I ended up kind of still dying, but that was 2 to 1. That was bound to happen anyways. but at least the effort was there. I had a lot better chance of coming around the corner. You can see again, Exo Ping ended up getting me that kill. Exo Ping has got me a ton of kills. You can see that gunfight there I knew was a losing cause. I ended up seeing that guy around the corner, so I took him out. And now again, I'm backing up and using the cover there to my advantage. That guy didn't see that I went to the right side, so I ended up getting an advantage here. And you're going to see again, darn, I ended up getting taken from behind there. That happens sometimes too. But either way, guys, like I said, gun sight up. Exo Ping is a hugely good ability. If you're struggling with running out of ammo and you haven't yet unlocked Scavenger, like if you're under level 35, get the ARX-160. This gun is fantastic. If you have 3 shots on chest or above on your target, it is an instant kill. It's either nobody's going to live. Doesn't matter really how far away you are. If you're super far away, you might not get it, but even that's a fairly decent shot. You could see that it ended up being a decent ways away, and I still ended up taking the guy out there. Again, we're talking about gun sight out, and look how many times I miss here, but I still end up getting that guy. That's because of the silencer there, and that's the only reason I ended up managing that one. So you can see here, this guy's been camping. He's been the bane of my existence for a while, so I finally get to a point where he is occupied and managed to get him before he gets me. Again, camping is not really the way to get better at Call of Duty. You'll probably sometimes get even. You'll probably shoot even. You might even sometimes get some pretty decent kill streaks, but you're not going to get better. Like, I find the best way to get better, I don't know too many of the good Call of Duty players from my experience that are campers. Like, I've not seen too many videos of people playing Call of Duty where they're like, hey, I got 20 kills and 5 deaths or anything like that. Not to say that that's what I'm getting right now, but the majority of the high-end, very skilled Call of Duty players are not camping. They're running around the map. They have their sights up as they're going around the corners. And again, that's kind of how I got a lot better with Call of Duty. Started watching some of the good guys play and seeing how they did it, and kind of learning from that and everything. You can see, like right there, I probably should have laid down, probably should have crouched at least for that one, knowing that he was going to come up, or just run away, knowing that I had already taken some shots. The chances of me winning that gunfight are pretty small. Those shots there, you can't do anything about those when you get shot from behind when you're running up the map. The only thing you do about it is not run up the center of the map. You can see that at that point I was running up pretty much the center of the map. No cover at all available for me. Again, we're using Exo Ping to try to sort out where this guy's going to be and predicting where he was going to land there, which is how I ended up going to that corner. Again, the dodge ability too is pretty fantastic. I find it very difficult still myself to actually land a kill after doing a dodge, because for whatever reason I just find it difficult to get my sight back up. But you will notice in this match here, I have a lot of things going to my advantage. I happen to be in the right place a lot of times, and that's just because I do know this map a little bit better, so I know the common routes that people are going to take. Plus, once you play a team here like this, you can see that the majority of these guys are trying to get to this area because they're trying to camp up top here. So I'm kind of capitalizing on it and taking the best paths that that I believe they would take it. Plus, I'm kind of learning as they're going here. You can see that they take that side path a lot, and there's a guy that often camps in this corner here, so we're going to try to use that to our advantage as well. And before I go through, I'm going to jump up and do a spot check on there. You can see these guys are still running through the center, so I'm going to go ahead and pop him out. And we've seen that on our mini map here that one of our guys was there, so we're kind of just more so going to cover him than anything else. And we're continuing on here. You can see it is a fairly long match because I'm not playing with the best players on my team or against me, actually. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best player. I'm not that good. I would say that I'm decent. I didn't, yeah, like I said, this one here is all placement. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. I know this guy's usually facing the other way here, so I take advantage of it. Again, I see that he's camping. I know how he's camping, and he just keeps on going back there to get his few kills every now and again. So I'm using that to my advantage and getting a free kill myself on it. You can see there, I probably should have flinch stabbed or something, but I was completely preoccupied with reloading there, and that happens sometimes. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the ARX-160. Like, look at these shots. That's terrible aim, and I still managed to pick them off with a headshot. Like, it's not this gun. I can't say enough about this gun, guys. This gun is just fantastic. It is a fantastic starter weapon, although I will say one thing about when you first start this weapon, if you've been using assault rifles or automatic rifles, it is tough to get used to repulling the trigger, and if you pull the trigger too fast with this gun, what'll happen is it'll feel like it'll jam up. It'll just stop firing out of nowheres, and that's not that there's an error. It's just because you're pulling the trigger too fast. So if you pull the trigger again prior to the 3 rounds bursting off, what'll happen is you won't get any fire. So you'll have to hit it again after that, or just wait and try to time the shot after the second shot. I find generally if you pull the trigger after the second shot, you'll get no problem at all with this. You can see I almost ended up being last kill. I was shooting at the same guy. You can see me going on the right of the screen there. But anyways, guys, that is the end of this video. You can see I ended up going 30-13 and no assists at all because I managed to finish off each kill there. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful at all, it sure would help me a lot if you guys would click that like button. Also, if you guys have time, you can hit that bright yellow subscribe button just in the center there. That'll notify you every time I publish a new video. Thanks very much for watching, guys.